Happy New Year, everybody. It's finally 2025. We made it a full year of content creation. I'm so happy. I feel so blessed. I've been wanting to do a channel for almost forever, but about a year and a half ago, I finally decided to go full send. I bought all my camera equipment. I started doing all my research. And last winter is when I actually uploaded my first video. I believe it was in February, where I reviewed snacks from Qatar. Man, I've grown a lot since then. There's been a lot of ups and downs in the views and subscriber count for the channel, but I'm just happy I'm able to produce content. I want to provide value to you guys. I want to show you guys new things. And I'm happy I was able to do that consistently with one upload every single week. That schedule has been so tough. I think I've only missed like maybe a week or two where I wasn't able to upload every single week. Altogether, I have 114 videos uploaded right now, with almost half of those being long form content. I have to give a big shout out to my girlfriend and my editor, because without her, it wouldn't be possible. She's edited all the videos. I feel super happy, because if not, I might have only been able to upload maybe once a month with my busy schedule. I want to thank all the subscribers. Without someone to watch the videos, then what would be the point? I want to thank my friends and family, because they provide different kinds of support. Got like my best friend who critiques my videos, people always commenting. I always appreciate that. Shout out to my niece, always commenting and starting off. She sent me a video when I got my first 100 subscribers. I feel super blessed for that. Early in the year, I was also able to experience Ramadan for the first time. And when I say that, I mean like truly experience it. I got to go out in the desert and go down huge 100-foot sand dune mountains with the craziest driver who's got us like almost sideways, where it looks like we're surfing down the mountain, and got to enjoy a traditional iftar meal down on the beach. And with that mentioned, it's almost time for Ramadan again for 2025. And I hope to do even more content on that and provide you guys with more culture about the Middle East, because I feel like the Middle East as a whole is misunderstood. And I want to bring positive exposure and show that we're all unique and diverse. We can offer a lot to each other, and they have good food, they have good traditions, and all kinds of things where we can learn from each other. So Ramadan 2025, that's gonna be awesome. Also along the way, I was able to visit a ton of new countries. I was able to try new things, paragliding, snowboarding, and there's so much more to come for this 2025 year. I'm so happy. So let's go back to the beginning of 2024. I got to try a lot of snacks from a lot of different countries. Shout out to my friends that were able to bring them from flights and stuff their luggage. Some of the stuff didn't make it, got confiscated, but I was still able to make a ton of videos because of that. And that's what kickstarted everything. Some of the items were really good that I would love to have stocked in my fridge every day, like the lemon Coke Zero, the lime Coke Zero. That one was 10 out of 10, one of my all-time favorites. Others were not so good. The durian biscuits, I will never forget those, and I will never try that ever again. Then I ended up going to Georgia, where I froze for the first time, experiencing negative weather, where I had 3-4 layers on. It was -11 outside. I didn't know what to do. I'm from the desert. I was struggling. But hey, it was a learning experience. As part of the new things from Georgia, I was able to go snowboarding, which was way harder than I thought it was. I thought because I skated for so long that I was just gonna hop on a snowboard and just go off, be master pro down the mountain. That was not the case. I couldn't even get up from the snowboard. That's how hard it was. Pro tip, make sure you wear gloves, because the first day, my hands were like almost frostbitten from not wearing gloves. Then paragliding, I don't think I've ever been so high up naturally that hasn't been in a plane. I literally saw like the town below me, where I was hundreds of feet up in the air, with the mountains in the back, fully covered in snow, nothing but mountains as far as the eye can see. That was straight out of like a Windows lock screen, straight up stock image, and that's ingrained in my brain forever. Before getting to Vegas, I actually was in LA, and I got to go to Bayside Marketplace, which is one of my favorite spots in LA. There's so many different foods to choose from. That's probably the best pupusas I've had in LA, definitely. Then I was able to go to Las Vegas, where I saw my favorite boxer of all time, Canelo. Shout out to Jaime Munguia for giving it a solid 12 rounds with Canelo. Your recent loss, I feel for you. You gotta get up and keep training and keep fighting. Maybe one day you can get the rematch with Canelo. For Canelo, the sky's the limit. I'm trying to be like you. You can set however much you want to get paid for your next fight. I want to do the same thing eventually. I want to set big goals for myself, which I'll get to that in a moment. I was able to watch Fade, who is my favorite artist of the whole year. Alacran was at the top of my Spotify rap playlist, and it was nothing but Fade, Fercho. The whole album was just on repeat. As for other things in Vegas, I got a haircut from my nephew who gave me a really nice haircut. Seeing him progress and make big waves and progress in his future, he already has his goals set out for him, and he's way farther ahead at that age than I was. So if he puts his mind to it, he can be exponentially better than all of us. So keep investing and keep your mind down the right path. Next, which is probably the most important thing that happened in that time frame, was my most viral video, the Corvette. Probably a horrible financial decision, but it's what has exploded my channel and given me a path to make more videos. Now I'm showing people what Qatar has to offer, Middle East, different cars that you don't normally see. But it all kickstarted with Corvette. It had good reception. And there's gonna be plenty more videos of the Corvette. I'm gonna start modifying it. I might even do like a Lightning McQueen car wrap, something crazy. And then all the other Vegas, like normal stuff, going downtown, being home, having my mom's food. And even more than that, I graduated with my bachelor's degree. If you'd asked me like 2 years ago if I would ever get my bachelor's degree, I'd probably say it would be rough. I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it, but I stuck it out. Some of those classes were super hard. Some of those nights were even longer. I remember staying up with my nephew till 3, 4 in the morning, just studying, doing homework, end of the semester. But I was finally able to get it done. The first one in my immediate family to get their bachelor's degree. I'm super proud, and I'm happy I'm able to set the standard. As for the graduation, I threw a party where I was able to unite most of my family together and get a lot of people in one space, and instead of having to travel to visit each one of them, just like, let's get them all together, one big family hug. Even though it's a little corny, it's the best way to do it. At the end of that trip, I got to go to Miami for the first time, which I went LA, Vegas, Miami. I went coast to coast in the same trip. Would I think I would have been able to do that 10 years ago? Probably not. But here I was eating Cuban food with the Ferris wheel next to me in Miami. Nothing but vibes, everyone living their best life. I was like just ready to stay in Miami. As for the car reviews, I'm in car brands that I've never even heard of, such as the BYD or the Hongqi. There was the GWM Tank 300, which was like a Temu version of a Mercedes G-Wagon, but more off-road style. And then more common cars such as BMW, Mercedes, but I'm in cars from 2024 and 2025 when it was still 2024. When I was young, I was driving cars from the 90s and early 2000s. Here I am driving cars that aren't even out yet. So big progression, but there's still many more to come and a lot bigger steps to scale. And I'm already gonna accomplish that with this trip coming up in Dubai. I don't wanna spoil it just yet, but there's gonna be some insane cars and some insane videos. During that time frame of that summer, I also ended up getting my CISSP, which is the Certified Information System Security Professional. That was the toughest exam that I had to train for. When it came down to the actual exam, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but the preparation for it was definitely the toughest. It's one of those exams where every single answer is right from the question, but you have to pick the most right answer. And the more questions you get right, the harder the exam becomes. So it's designed to test your mental strength, and I was finally able to pass it. It's like one of the gold standards and certifications for cybersecurity. To get the certification, you have to show 5 years of experience. And I was able to do all that. Now I feel like I'm established in my career. I felt like that before, but now I feel even more so because during this year, altogether now, I have over 20 cybersecurity certifications. Whew. I remember starting my first IT certification and it was rough. It took months of studying on and off. There were times where I was like, maybe this career path isn't for me, but I'm happy I stuck with it because it's worked out so far and it's gonna continue working. I'm gonna continue to do it because I'm really passionate about it. I love defending. I love protecting people. Some people don't know what's going on in the cyber world, and I want to be that bridge to be able to protect people. So now, cruising down more, I started volunteering, which led to fostering dogs, or I got to foster Eve, which was the black dog, which also did pretty good on views. So got to spend a few months with that dog, and now she's in Scotland. Next was Corey, which probably one of the most energetic dogs I've ever seen, and I miss him already, even though I'm probably gonna see him here soon, maybe, we'll see. Corey is crazy, but in a good way. And now the third foster, which was Rory, which has also a tragic backstory compared to all the other foster dogs that I was able to do. But Rory's small and she'll have her own dedicated video soon, and I don't want to spoil it just yet, but big things are happening with Rory, and stay tuned for that. Before finishing the year, I was able to get my master's degree. I mentioned it earlier where I thought I wasn't even going to make my bachelor's degree, but here I am finishing my master's degree within the same year. Like I said, it was a lot of work, a lot of effort, but hard work pays off. If you visualize it and you plan it and you make it a priority, no matter what your goal is, you will accomplish it. Now I have, like I said, my 20 certifications plus my 2 degrees. I still have a few months of free education left, where I might even consider doing my PhD, or I might go after the really tough certs where like those exams are even crazier. But we'll see what 2025 has to offer for certifications. For now, it's gonna be on a standstill. I'm gonna be focusing more on like practical knowledge. I've been doing a lot of cloud security, a lot of Azure, which most of you probably doesn't know what that means, but for the tech people that watch it, I've just been pumping a lot of cloud security and a lot of coding to work on my weaknesses, because the other stuff I got solid, and now I gotta catch up on the cloud security. In October, I was able to go to Greece, but not just Athens, not just Mykonos, but also Santorini in the same trip. I said it before and I'll still stand by it. Greece is like the first country I've been to where every single food you get is good. It doesn't matter if you get food on the side of the street or at a high-class restaurant or fast food. It all hit. It was just all 10 out of 10. I want to go back. I had such a good experience in Santorini, in Mykonos, in Athens. Each part was slightly different. Mykonos, you get the partying. Athens, you get the history and the crazy architecture. Santorini, you get the most beautiful sunset you'll probably ever see. While in Santorini, I also fell off a horse, which was around the time where a family member also had a horse incident. So I don't know if it was like the world just doing some sort of black magic there to tether us, but thankfully I wasn't hurt and I fell off a horse. I will definitely still ride horses. I'm not afraid, and it was a one-off thing, and you can't blame the horse for it. The last country I visited for the year was Bahrain, which was completely unexpected and also had lots of good things. I got to see the Tree of Life. I had to stay at a nice hotel, and I had canes, Raising Canes, which they still didn't have in Qatar at the time. So having canes there was a bit of slice of home and a bit nostalgic, and Raising Canes always hits. So I had to go back 2 times while at that mall and still look around and do the regular touristy things while in Bahrain. It was short, but I still made good fun out of it. To finish off the year, I'm not the biggest soccer fan. I do enjoy sports, and luckily I was able to go see Real Madrid, and I got to see Mbappe, who's like, if I was to say who my favorite soccer player was, I would say Mbappe for sure. At that same sporting event, I got to see one of my friends present one of the awards all the other professional players. I actually ended up coming out in one of the official pictures from Real Madrid. You can see the little shadow outline of me, but you can tell it's me. As far as Christmas and New Year's, it was fairly chill. New Year's, I got to be at one of the nicest buffets where they had steak station, where they had someone on the grill cooking you up a steak however you wanted it. They had a pasta station, ramen station, Arabic grill, shawarma station. They had oysters, sushi, bread, desserts, everything you can think of, you name it. The drinks were flowing. The bartender would walk past and he would top you off. You didn't have to say anything. Such excellent customer service. Got a counted down with the light show. It was good, it was good. Definitely blessed. A crazy year for me. A lot of good things happened. It was a lot of growth, both personally, professionally, spiritually, emotionally. 2024, you could say it was good to me. I would say it was good to me. I got to experience a lot of things that most people didn't, or most people haven't. And I'll be the first one to say that I'm extremely lucky to be in this situation, and I'll never take it for granted. So thank you guys. It wouldn't be possible without you guys, and I'll still continue to make content. All right, so we finally made it to 2025. This is the year before I turn 30. 30! After 30, I'm cooked, I'm done. So I have to make sure this is gonna be the craziest year of my life. First off, I'm starting with a diet, and I vow to be in the best shape of my life by this spring. Either April or May, I'm gonna be shredded. I'm already day 2 into my diet. You can check out those videos here soon. They haven't been posted yet, but they're works in progress. I'm gonna get my body fat tested. I'm gonna do blood work. I'm gonna be as healthy as I possibly can because I wanna live a long life and I don't wanna have any problems. Next up, I'm gonna be doing a lot more traveling. Like I said, Dubai is coming up in about 3 days. I'm trying to plan out this itinerary to give you guys the best videos possible within the short time period that I have off. After Dubai is Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna be going to a Coldplay concert. From the videos that I've seen, Coldplay probably has the best concerts out right now, and we could debate that. The energy from the fans, the songs, the emotions, it looks crazy, and I can't wait to experience it. After Abu Dhabi should be Finland if I'm lucky, and then after that we'll see what the next travel plans are depending on what the future holds for me. Just an overall channel update. I'm gonna be doing the premium memberships here in the future, just so subscribers can get more access and more FaceTime with me before anyone else. We'll see what other features are enabled within the YouTube catalog so I can give you guys premium content. I'll definitely make it worth it, and I'll definitely make it accessible to everyone. Eventually, I hope to grow to where I could do cybersecurity videos and create a whole community for my cybersecurity people where I could offer different advice, different help, have an inclusive environment to where we can all help each other and grow as a team, because that's what we are. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you for sticking through all the way to the end. I know it's a lot for 2024, which I'm happy that it was able to be a long video because I didn't want to be boring. I want to provide value and content. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone who watches and supports. I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna do my best to just return the value and make this year's content that much better, bring up production value, bring up upload speed, provide better ways for you to interact with me. It's gonna be a good year with lots of surprises and lots of crazy things happening. Last but not least, I'm rocking my own t-shirt. It is my personal merch, but if you guys want to, here in the future, I could make shirts for everybody. I'm gonna still work on the logo designs. They're just early, just a regular polo with different fabrics to be able to endure this Middle Eastern heat. Got the name, logo, and the back is a globe, because we worldwide, baby. And the QR code for the channel. So this is just part of my personal collection. Like I said, if you guys wanna see more merch, let me know. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This year's gonna be huge. Just stay tuned. I promise these videos are gonna be crazy. Peace. All right, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the rest of the content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.